Hello and welcome. I'm Raghav, and in this session we are going to learn how do we create a Gatling Maven project, and I will start from scratch and we will go up step by step. So don't worry if you are a complete beginner. I will show you all the steps how do we set up a Gatling Maven project. So we will start with the project setup first, and I will show you both for Java and Scala. In case you want to set up a Maven Java project for Gatling or a Scala project for Gatling, we will see both. Then we will see the different Maven commands we can use to run our Gatling project, the simulations, the recorder, etc. We will then see how do we run specific test simulation and how can we run multiple test simulations. So this is going to be very easy and very interesting. So let's get started. And first I will show you how to do a Gatling Maven project setup. So step number one is we need to get the prerequisites ready. So for that we need Java and Maven on our system. So first go to a command line and run these two commands to check if you have Java setup and Maven setup on your system. So if you're on Windows, you can go to the command line. I have pressed the Windows key or the command key and search for cmd. So open the command prompt and here I will say java space hyphen version, and it shows me the Java version, and I will now say mvn space hyphen version to check the Maven version, and this will show you the Maven version if it is already set up. So I have got this Maven as well. Now in case if you are not having any of these Java or Maven, or if it is not properly set up on your system, you can go on my website or my channel automation step by step. So here for Java you can go to the Java playlist. So you can see under programming here you will find this playlist for Java. Here I have added videos on how to set up Java on Windows and Mac operating system. So you can see how to install Java on Windows, how to install update Java on Mac. I also have created some recent tutorials on how to download and install Java JDK without login to Oracle. So all this you can check just for in case you are having any issues with Java. And for Maven, again I have a playlist here for Maven. This will help you to set up Maven on your system, whether it is Windows or Mac. So you can check this in case you are not having Java or Maven. And then next step will be go to your IDE. Now I am using IntelliJ. You can use any IDE for Java or wherever you can create Maven projects. So there you can get a project from the repository. So let me show you. For IntelliJ, I will start my IntelliJ IDEA, and after that we will get this project. Okay, so let it start, and here so you can see I can go to file and new, and we have to select this project from version control. Now in case you do not have a project already open, you can get the first window where you will have a option to create a new project from version control. So either you can go from there, or if you have the window already open, as some project window already open, then go to file, new, and project from version control. So this will open this window where we will get this URL and our local directory that we have to clone our project on. So after this we have to get the URL from where we will clone our project. So if you are using Java, this is the link, and if you are using Scala, this is the link. I will have all these notes and all the links in the description of this video, so you can also get from there, or you can just search for Gatling Maven plugin demo. So if you search for Gatling Maven plugin demo, it will take you to this official website of Gatling, and you can see this. So you can check from here, or this one this blog from the Gatling website migrate to the Maven build tool, you can check this one. Here you will get these links for Java and Scala. So let us say I will show you for Scala, and for Java also it will be straightforward. You have to just get the link. So you can check, this is again a GitHub repository. So these are the latest ones from Gatling. So I will get this link. So you can copy from here, or so either you can just copy this link from here directly, or you will find this here as well. You can copy from here. So just copy this link and add it to the URL here, and then you also have to give some empty folder where this project will be cloned. So in my case, I'm going to go to, let's say I will go to my D drive, and I have a projects folder. I'm going to create a new folder here. I will create a new folder. I will call this as Gatling demo project 1. You can name it anything, and I can just copy this address here, or I can browse from here. So this is what I need, Gatling demo project 1, and say click on clone. So this will clone the project. You can trust it and open it in a new window or the same window. So it will open the project. So it can take some time to resolve all the dependencies, to download all the dependencies which are there in the pom.xml file. So it will build the project and make the project ready. Okay, so this we have done. Step number 3, we have selected the local folder and clicked on clone. And now let us first wait for the project to import all the Maven dependencies and make it ready. Now here in my Gatling series, so if you go to my channel or website, and I had created this Gatling series here. So if you go here, you can see all these earlier sessions on Gatling, and here I had also created a lecture on Gatling command line, and here also I have created a Maven project, but I have found that some of the things have changed, and also some of the things might have got missed. So therefore I am creating this completely new session where you can see a straightforward way to get your Gatling Maven project ready and then run it from the Maven command line. So this also I will keep it here, but you can check this one as well. But this one is really straightforward. You don't have to do a lot of manual things. You just have to clone the project from Gatling, which is the official Gatling project, and you will have everything ready. So if you see here, if I go to the pom.xml of this project, you can see this is the latest version of Gatling at the time of recording this video, and you can see all the things are here. All the properties are set, all the dependencies are already here, the Gatling high charts, all these dependencies, the Maven resource compiler plugin, all these are already set up and everything is ready. Gatling Maven plugin is also ready. And also if you want to check all your dependencies, all your libraries, you can go to the file, view, tool windows and Maven. So if you go to file and go to you go to view, tool windows, this is the view menu, tool windows, and if you go to Maven, here you can see all your Maven lifecycle plugins dependencies. So these are the plugins available. So you can see Gatling is here, and then all these commands we can use: clean, validate, compile, test, etc. This I will show you, the commands I will show you in a moment, and these are the dependencies that we have got for in our project. If you add any new dependency, you can come here and click on refresh or reload, and you will find the dependency here. So you can see the entire list here. Okay, so we have got our project ready. So these are the 3 steps to get our Maven project. And then in case you are using a Scala project, you can do few more things. If you have Scala already on your system, if you have added Scala on your system, you can check by running the command Scala -version. Although it is optional, it will not be needed if you add the Scala plugin in your IDE. So in my case, it is IntelliJ IDE. So let us see. If I go to my command line and check, if I say Scala -version, so it is not on my system, which is okay. I can go to my IntelliJ and then I can go to the plugins. So you can go to file settings, plugins, or on IntelliJ you can just press double shift or press shift 2 times. It will open this search, and then here you can search for anything on IntelliJ, let's say plugin. So here it will show you all the matching options and settings and all the things here. So you can go to plugins directly from here. So this is the plugin screen, or you can go from the file settings plugins. So here you can see Scala is already added. In case it is not, you can always search and add Scala, and once it is done, we should be good to use a Scala project. Also, one more thing you can check is if you go to any of the folders and create a class. Let us say I go to this folder and try to create a new class. I say new. You can see I'm getting an option for Scala class. That means Scala is set up and ready for use on this IDE. So you can do that. Also, if you go to file, project structure, global libraries, and you can check for Scala. If I go to file, project structure, and go to global libraries, so here if you have added Scala on your system, you can add, or you can directly add it here from here as well. You can get the Scala SDK and you can add from here, but it may not be required if you already have the Scala plugin added. Just in case you face any issues, you can check here and you can try adding the Scala SDK as well. And all this information is only for the Scala project. So in case you are using a Scala Maven project, then you can check this. Otherwise, for Maven it may not be required. Okay. Also, we have to mark the Scala resources folder. So you will find a Scala folder. So you can see this project structure. Here you will see SRC folder and then test folder. Then you will see Scala folder where you will see all your simulations. So you can already see a sample simulation is added. You will also see your engine and recorder classes here. And then the resources folder where you will see all these conf file, gatling.conf, recorder.conf, etc. So we have to mark these as the test sources root and test resources root, and by default it is already marked. So if you see this symbol, you can see this green colored folder and then this symbol, it means it is already marked. Just in case you want to check, you can do a right click here, Scala, and then you can check. If you go to open module settings, you can see all this here. So these are the test sources folder is Scala, resources folder is SRC main resources, which is already marked. In case it is not already marked here, then you can mark it manually as well. So you can do a right click here to the Scala folder and say mark directory as, and you can check this sources root, test resources root, and similarly you will go to the resources folder, which is this one, and do a right click and mark directory as. You will find test resources root, but because it is already marked, therefore you are not getting the option here. Okay, so all this setup is only for the Scala project. Now coming back to our step number 4, once we have done all this, we have to run the commands. So now you can open, you can go to the terminal or the command line and go to the location of the project folder, or you can open the inbuilt terminal in your IDE. So in case of IntelliJ, we already have an inbuilt terminal. So if you go to the menu, view, tool windows, if I go here, view tool windows, you will find option for terminal. You can also get it by this Alt plus F12. So if I open this, you will see a terminal gets opened here at the bottom, and it by default opens in the project folder. So I don't have to navigate to the project folder. Otherwise, if you are using any external command line or any terminal, then you can first change the location to the project folder. Now if I see my project, it is on the D drive. So I will first have to change the drive because my command line is as of now on C drive. So first I will say D colon to change it to D drive, and then I will say CD to change directory space and the location of the project. So let me just copy the location, which is this one, and paste it and hit enter, and now I am on the project folder. So now I can run the commands from here as well, but let us continue on our IntelliJ because we have got a inbuilt terminal here. So here you can say mvn clean gatling help. So I can say mvn, let me just say mvn clean first, so that will clean the project and check everything is fine. I will double click here and expand this window. You can see everything is clean here. Now I can say gatling help. I can say mvn clean gatling help, or I can just say mvn gatling colon help. So this will also show me all the options I can use with the gatling commands. So you can see we can say gatling colon recorder, gatling colon test, gatling colon verify. All these commands will work now. So let me say now I will clear this mvn clean gatling verify. It will check everything is fine and I should be able to use the gatling tests. Everything is fine. So now let us check if we are able to open the recorder using mvn gatling recorder, and it will check and then open the recorder. And yes, you can see it opened the recorder. So this is working fine. I will close it from here. And also this you can manually also use this. This we are doing from the Maven commands, but just in case you want to manually open the recorder, you can do it from the recorder class as well. So you can see this is the recorder class. You can go here and run the class. You can do a right click and then run it. So run recorder, or you can run from this run button as well. So if I click this, it will run the recorder class and it should open the recorder window. So you can see it is now running and it will start recorder, and yes, the recorder is started. And in the same way you can now close the recorder from here, from this recorder window, or you can also close it from this stop button. Similarly, if you want to manually run any simulations, you can go to the engine class and run the engine class, or you can run the command mvn gatling test. So let us try running the command first. Let me stop this. I think it opened, I started this 2 times. So let me close all this. Alright, so now I'll go back to the terminal. So I will go to view, tool, windows, and open the terminal. And let us say now I'll clear it, mvn gatling colon test. Now you can see here in our Scala folder we have this single simulation, which is the default simulation that comes along with the project. So this should run this simulation. So I will say mvn gatling test, and let us see what happens. I will double click here and expand this window. So it is checking everything is all right. And then it will check for the simulations. As of now we have a single simulation in this project. So let us see if it gives us the option to run it. Yes, you can see it says simulation computer database simulation started, and it has started this already. And because we had a single simulation, it did not give us an option to select the simulation. Once we have multiple simulations, then we can check it. So you can see it is done, and we have also got this result file. If I open the result file and check, we will get the results as well. So yes, you can see we have got the results as well here. Okay, and we have got all the details, all the requests are here, and we have got everything here. Okay, we can also look at this in a dark mode or a light mode from here. Okay, so this is all working fine, and we are able to run all these commands. Now in case you want to run a specific simulation, if you have multiple simulations and you want to run a specific simulation, in that case you can add this flag -d gatling.simulation class and give the simulation that you want to run. So for example, let us say I will clear this, and let us say I want to run this particular simulation. As of now we have a single simulation, but let us check this example. I will say mvn gatling :test, and then I will use this -d gatling.simulation class. So I will say space -d gatling dot simulation, and class C is in capital here, equals to, and then you have to give the name of the simulation file, and along with that whatever path it has after the Scala folder. So after the Scala folder we have computer database and then computer database simulation. So if you right click here and say copy path reference, and you can see this is file name, and then if you see here, this is the sources root. This is what I will copy and I will paste it here. And also you don't need to have .scala here, and in place of this / I can give a dot, and I will hit enter, and let us see if this runs. So I think there is a issue. Let me check. I am pressing the up arrow to go to the last command. Okay, let me put all this in within double quotes. So starting after -d, I am saying mvn gatling :test -d, and all this I have put within double quotes, gatling simulation class equals to this simulation. Okay, and I will run and check. So it is starting, and yes, it is checking and should be able to run this time. And yes, you can see it is saying simulation started, and it is now running the simulation. Okay, and you can also check this class. You can see all the requests here, and this is the setup. It is running 10 users and all this. You can check this. Alright, okay, we have already seen we can run the engine class and the recorder class manually as well. And then so in this case, if you have multiple simulations in your project, so as of now you can see we have a single simulation, but if you have multiple simulation and you try running by command gatling test, mvn gatling test, you will get an error. And to fix that, in your pom.xml file you can add these this configuration for run multiple simulation true, and then you can include what all packages you want to include, what all you want to exclude. You can do that as well, but once you have this run multiple simulation true, then you will be able to run multiple simulations using the command mvn gatling test. You can also check this if you say check for Gatling Maven run multiple simulations. You can check this here. This is from the Gatling website. So here you can check this one, include exclude filters. this is what you will put, and this you will put under your configuration tag here. So if you go to your pom.xml file here, let me disable this one. So you can see there we have configuration, and within this configuration tag you can put this, and then you can make run multiple simulation true, and after this when you run the command ambient gatling test, you will be able to run multiple simulations. Okay, so I hope this was very useful. You can do hands-on and let me know if you face any issues. I will see you soon. Thank you for watching and never stop learning.